And Darrell Walsh. Coming off turn 2, Jimmie Johnson leading the race. There's Kevin Harvick, who is tucked up tight behind Jimmie Johnson. The two made contact. Johnson went around. Mark Martin went to the outside wall. There is Rusty Wallace, crashed to the infield, as is Joe Nemechek. Things got too close in turn 2.
Yeah, there's this bump drafting thing that's going around, and it's gotten out of hand. You know, bump drafting down here, you do down a straightaway, in a straight line, and it seems like everybody's got the idea you can do it just anywhere you want to. It's laid into him right there and just gets him loose. Mark has nowhere to go. Everybody starts checking up a little bit, and hello.
Boy, Jeff Burton, the 31, and Tony Stewart, the 20, just makes it through, as well as Bobby Labonte in the 18.
48 car to the garage.
And that will mean that Jimmie Johnson will have to trot out a backup car and start at the back of the 500 with a lot of these drivers here. Whoa, Rusty! Another wild backstretch ride at Daytona for Rusty Wallace.
What happens, Mike, is you get a run on a guy. You get a good run on him, and you know you can't lift. And you're hoping by the time you get to him that over there you're off the corner. Listen to that thing crash.
Dick Berggren.
Johnson, what happened out there?
The same stuff from last year. I don't know, from the start of the race, Harvick tried giving me a flat on the initial start. And then we're out there riding along, and he pulls his head off of his shoulders and tries bump drafting in the center of the turn. I guess all those years of watching TV and worshiping racing like he says he did, he didn't watch much of it to realize you're not supposed to bump draft in the middle of the turn. It's a shame. I mean, just tore up 6 or 7 good race cars. I hope that Childress either fires them, does something about him, NASCAR does something about him, because this is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Obviously very upset, and rightfully so.
With Mark Martin, what happened?
Jimmy spun out, but he said he had help, so we had a wreck. I could win the Daytona 500 with that car.
Can you win the Daytona from the Can you win the 500 from the back in the backup car?
Absolutely not. Never happened. That car could win, though.
Very disappointed, Mark Martin.
Another one like that, though.
I'm sorry.
Let's go back and look at the start of the race and see what Jimmie Johnson spoke about when he and Kevin Harvick, starting on the front row, had close company at the drop of the green flag.
Yeah, apparently there was some bad blood here before we even got to the green flag, or at least when we took the green flag. I think Jimmy's talking about maybe Harvick pulled down on him, or, yeah, right there you see him make contact.
$1,000 here.
Oh, got a car around, several of them. Kevin Harvick, this is the big one, boys. We have it here every year. Looks like about 10 cars involved.
Casey Kane, Tony Stewart, Carl Edwards.
Michael.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. went through the grass and might have missed it. Kevin Harvick hit the
We just got a little right in front, guys. Get you.
Dale Jarrett trailed the wreck, as did Matt Kenseth. Nemechek's in it, Michael Waltrip, Martin Truex, and Terry Labonte.
And the best I can tell, Mike and Darrell, every one of those cars right there, they were in the back of the pack. They were all cars that came to pit road.
Kevin Harvick's car is demolished.
And Harvick climbs out. Terry Labonte, window net down. Flames out the tailpipe of little consequence. He's done for the night. Harvick's car is junk, and so is Nemechek's. Stewart is not going to give up on it, but he hasn't seen all that damage yet.
That's a mad crash car right there.
And that's a couple of mad drivers right there as well.
Yeah, something happened up here off the turn 4. Somebody got sideways or got into somebody. I couldn't tell exactly what happened. We'll take a look at it here maybe in a minute.
Just remember, these two drivers had an altercation in the Gatorade 150 back in Daytona as well with each other.
Joe Nemechek and Kevin Harvick not pleased. This is always a race of great excitement, fever pitch, and that includes the temper and frustration level as well.
High expectations. You come in here with high expectations, that creates big disappointments.
The red flag is out, and the rule here under red flag conditions is different than your normal points race.
Yes, these guys can work on their cars under red flag.
Got loose and lost his momentum,
Here we go.
or
Is that Tony behind him?
Hard from that angle to tell which came first.
And then Joe goes down and gets in the quarter panel, right rear quarter panel of Kevin Harvick. Not of Joe's fault, though. There was nothing he could do, Matt.
And we caught up with Kevin Harvick. Kevin, a lot of frustration boiling over.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Joe Nemechek's supposed to be the guy that never does nothing. Hey, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I'm tired of Joe Nemechek, you know, acting like he doesn't do nothing. And it may not have been his fault, but after Daytona and I should be fired and all that, he can take that and show it where the sun don't shine, baby.
Full moon Saturday night.